Oxygen masks mingle uselessly with dead leaves. The school next door stares down on the old planes. The cockpit of one plane resting like a skull without its jawbone. The trademark spiral stairs useless, half an upper deck door invites entry. Insulation and ceiling panels still line the inside. An emergency hatch hangs open forlornly. The cockpit sits with an empty gaze, stripped of its instruments. Not far from the street, the traffic's din gives way to the sound of birds. The scene, though, could be that of an airplane disaster movie. Perhaps the props from the opening scene of Lost have been strewn about in suburban Bangkok. The vertical stabilizer, the tail, is cut into pieces, the dynamic red and blue of Orient Thai's color scheme deconstructed and meaningless. A wingtip is missing its strobe light, and next to it, the tail cone rests like a whale's skull, the APU exhaust hole gaping like a mouth. Near the front of the property, two sections of fuselage are enclosed. Economy class turned into a workshop where pieces are stripped of their valuable scrap, wires, electronics, and ductwork. Alas, the silver screen at the front of the cabin has shown its last in-flight entertainments. Overhead bins are closed and yet open at the same time. Galleys stand empty, their carts already gone, but their antique ovens still in place. And the toilets are also unoccupied, the language of their signage hinting at the many charter flights the planes flew for pilgrims on the way to Mecca. Behind one section of fuselage sits the shelter the workers call home, laundry strung on a line. The front third of another 747 sits intact, reportedly to be shipped somewhere and made into a coffee shop. I'm invited to climb the widely spaced rungs of the crude ladder and take a look inside. I see stairs to the upper deck in front of the second door. Panning through what was economy class on Orient Thai, but might have been business class for one of the plane's previous owners, Japan Airlines. The view from the front of first class, standing at the nose and looking back. The wallpaper lists names of cities around the globe. In fact, this is the same interior as the Orient Thai plane I flew to test the new Suvarnabhumi Airport in July 2006, 3 months before its official opening. Could this be the very same plane? I looked upstairs in the